Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, Divinely Transformed, where I show you how you can change your life, and I encourage you to grow with me as we go. So I am so pleased to be able to not have lost too much time to record. And so I figure that I don't know what happened from Cancer, Leo, Libra. I'm just going to assume that the Sag and the Scorpio videos are messed up too. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a quick format. I will timestamp them, Cancer, Leo, Libra, Sag, Scorpio, and I will upload it, and then I will just continue into the next cycle, starting from Capricorn, and hopefully I don't have any more technical difficulties. So as you can imagine, this has been deeply frustrating, and it's also been frustrating that I've been working a lot. I worked 95 hours this week, so today is the only day that I have to record. So I'm going to make it up to these 5 signs here. Oh, and yeah, I did my nails. Hope everyone likes it. So we're going to go ahead and start with just quick 10-minute readings for each sign. And then I'm just going to start into the next recordings like normal. So I'm really sorry about the sound, but I fixed it. It wasn't easy. It took a lot of patience, and I used ChatGPT, and I used Google and YouTube. So, yeah, so let's go ahead. So we're going to start the timestamp for Cancer. Please remember that these readings may not resonate with everyone. So, 2/25, Cancer. So, I am so sorry, y'all, about how this happened. So, just gonna do a quick shuffle, pick a few cards. Cancer. What are the most important messages for Cancer? Any placement. Got the Empress in the reverse. And we've got the 7 of Cups. And we've got the King of Swords reversed. Okay, this can be about 2 people. This can be about the same person. So, I'm not sure how this is going to resonate for everyone, but the Empress in the reverse. This could be an aspect of yourself. This could be you. This could be your mother. Or this could just be a woman who is a mother. But the Empress is in the reverse. So, the Empress isn't nurturing. They don't know how to be nurturing, compassionate. They don't know how to provide any kind of stability that the Empress in the upright provides. This is like a lack of self-love, and this is like a lack of self-accountability as well. But we've got the 7 of Cups here, and this is all about illusion, confusion, and fantasy. So this is someone who is either confused or they're actively deceiving people with this King of Swords in the reverse. The King of Swords in the reverse. So we all have masculine and feminine energies within us, right? So this could be the same person, right? This could be pointing out that this person doesn't have any self-love or self-accountability The King of Swords in the reverse is someone who is immoral. They lack integrity. They're not honest. Perhaps they might, be a criminal. It just doesn't matter. But this is definitely deception. Deception that causes confusion. And so this could be something, well, deception and confusion. How does that start? That starts with some denial and lack of accountability, right? And that is like ignoring the issue, especially if the issue is within you or the person that we're talking about here. This could be you, this could be someone around you, this could be someone in authority, this could be someone in your family, but it really could be basically anybody who is actively and willfully deceptive to cause confusion and illusions. And in order to be able to do that, it's in the inside. So that Seven of Cups, that illusion, that confusion, that deception, like it's already on the inside. So it's projected outwards because there's nowhere else for it to go, because we are mirrors of the people around us. So if this is what someone is actively doing, then this is just because this is the reason. They don't know how to nurture. They don't know how to be compassionate. There is no compassion. There's no honesty here. There's no integrity. And this isn't an energy that any person on the path to change in their life. This is like an obstacle. This is a person who is an obstacle. This energy is incompatible with being the best version of yourself and living the best life that you can live. So let's close out this reading for Cancer with an Archangel Michael. Advice card here. So we can go into the next sign here. Innocence. There needs to be a return to innocence because this person is only guilty because they lie. They lie and they have no empathy or compassion. So the prayer for innocence is, Dear God and angels, thank you for helping me see that all of your qualities of pure love and light are reflected within me and all others. Help me embrace my God-given innocence so that I may be at peace. Maybe this is two different people. Maybe this is someone, this is a couple. I don't know. It doesn't have to necessarily mean like a married couple, or it could be, but it doesn't have to be. It could just be any two people. It's definitely family members of some kind, whether they're married or they're family, because we got the Empress here in the reverse. But this could actually mean that this King of Swords in the reverse is not actively in communication with this other person. That's an alternate meaning of the reading, because of the fact that this person has no empathy, has no compassion, and is unstable when it comes to nurturing themselves and others. And it's very obvious here with the Seven of Cups, because that's all this person ever did was cause confusion. So maybe this is just someone who used to be in the upright, used to be in communication with them, used to be, have honesty and integrity. But in the reverse, there's no more communication because the King of Swords, someone with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, Mars, or Mercury. An air sign in one of those placements, they just see the forest for the trees now. They understand who this person is. They see this person clearly, and they're no longer in communication with them for that reason. Creating boundaries. So, I hope this reading resonated with you. If this reading resonated with y'all Cancers, please give this this video a thumbs up, drop a comment, and once again, I'm really sorry about how the videos have turned out, and hopefully I'm back on track. So, take care, y'all. I'll talk to y'all soon. Leo, 11/25. Okay. Just cleaning up from the previous one. So, Leo, you could have anywhere. You can have Leo anywhere in your chart for this to resonate. Could be dealing with someone who has Leo in their chart. So let's see what Spirit wants us to know for Leo. I'm very sorry that your video didn't turn out the way that it was supposed to. And so I'm just doing these quick little readings to make it up to you, and then just go into the next cycle, business as usual. Let's go ahead and get started with what Spirit wants us to know. So, what are the most important messages for Leo? Please and thank you. King of Cups. We got the Five of Pentacles reversed. And we have the Three of Cups. Well, this is freaking awesome. I love this. So, the King of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node. Probably not North Node, but all the other ones, though. King of Cups in the upright. Someone who is very loving, who is very empathetic, empathic, supportive. You're just a very kind person. They may or may not be a father, but, someone who is very emotionally stable and grounded is the King of Cups in the upright. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio placements. So we've got the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. So this could be someone that you used to be like estranged from, or separated from, or not able to be around. But now, with the Five of Pentacles being in the reverse, like, that isn't so anymore. So this is like coming back into communication with. This is no longer being or feeling left out. This is like no longer isolating yourself, or this person's no longer isolating themselves from you, whether it's by choice or whether it's by force of extenuating circumstances of the universe. But this is like a door opening for y'all Leos. This is amazing. This is also representing of financial hardship that is starting to reverse. Like it's starting to get easier. This could actually be someone who could very well just come right into your life, and they just, their presence somehow helps you be able to be, to have some to be able to recover economically. And then we have the Three of Cups here. And the Three of Cups is all about fun and celebrations. And this is like a friend. This could be a love interest. But this is definitely like a helper, someone who wants to come in and help support. But they also want to have like fun with you too. Five of Pentacles in the reverse is, like I said, it's about the reversal of economic hardship. It's about, the light at the end of the tunnel with that. This could be recovering physical health as well. So, Leo, whether this is you or someone else, there's a shift here. And there is going to be a reunion, because these two people already know each other. We already know this with the Five of Pentacles reversed. So whoever this is for you, Leo, like this is someone you already know. This is someone you're going to be reuniting with. This is somebody you're going to be having a lot of fun with. This could be a friend. This could be a love interest. This could be just, somebody who is just like a helper type person who's going to be a fun person for you to be around. You're going to have some good times, but they're going to be helpful to you. Whether that be in big ways or little ways, that spectrum can actually vary from person to person who resonates with this. So that's awesome. That, how cool it feels to like reunite with someone that you really resonate with, and someone who is really like emotionally stable. Like, it's really rare, and not everybody gets to experience a feeling like that. So it's like, it's good times, but it's emotionally stable good times. It's not like the good times that are unstable. Like, this is like a very responsible energy. So if this reading resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up. Drop me a comment. I'm deeply sorry for, how the videos turned out, but at least I was able to fix the issue, figure it out, fix it, and get rid of some problems that I was having before and come back with new nails. So, hope everybody's doing well. Yeah. So I'm just going to go back after I do these short videos, and I'm just going to start with the flow of videos again, and I won't be held up anymore. So thank y'all for being with me again. I appreciate y'all. So I'm just going to close the reading for Leo, and I'm going to pull an Archangel Michael advice card, because we cannot go to the next sign without that. So what is the advice for Leo and the cross watchers? Please and thank you. This could be you, Leo, King of Cups. Or this could be someone coming towards you that you're reuniting with and going to have a lot of fun with. Believe and trust. You believe and trust, Leo. This situation, this is going to happen, and it's going to be exciting. So before going to sleep tonight, say, or right now, now that you have this on, Archangel Michael, please enter my dreams and replace fear with faith and trust. Let me be filled with strength, courage, and confidence. So, if this reading resonated with you, consider this as insurance that if you have faith, if you believe that this is possible, And this is going to be freaking amazing. And it's coming for you. I feel very soon. Very soon. I don't want to make any predictions. That never turns out. But I am feeling the sense of urgency, as in very soon. Believe and trust. And saying the prayer will just reinforce that you will be filled with strength, courage, and confidence to believe that this reunion is going to happen for you, Leo. You'll love it. So, thanks again. And I'm just going to move into the next reading. So, I'll talk to y'all soon. Libra, 2100. 21 minutes, I mean. All right. I am very sorry that y'all's video didn't turn out this time. I have found the problem. I have fixed the problem. It was not easy. It took several hours this morning. But took care of it, and here I am. Okay, I'm being told to cut the deck. Gotcha. All right, so Libra. You could have Libra anywhere in your chart for this to resonate. You could also be dealing with someone who has Libra somewhere in their chart for this to resonate. So let's find out what Spirit wants us to know. We've got the Death in the reverse. We've got the 8 of Cups. And we've got the 6 of Cups in the reverse. So this is something that is like it's happening right now. Okay, Libra. You might have Scorpio somewhere in your chart. You might be dealing with... No. Libra. You do have Scorpio somewhere in your chart. And wherever you have Scorpio in your chart, Libra, you are resisting change. Deep, meaningful transformation. How you are doing that, there is a need to walk away from something that in your life is emotionally unfulfilling. This can be any relationship, family, friends, marriage. This could be a job. This could be business partnerships. This could be work. I don't know. But whatever is emotionally unfulfilling that used to have deep meaning for you before, now no longer, but you're not walking away from it. That is the resistance to the change that it's talking about here, Libra. This is either you or someone else. And then we've got the 6 of Cups here in the reverse. So this is something that is happening right now. This is someone who is stuck and unable to make changes to close cycles because they're resisting doing the very things that would help them change and transform their life. Okay? So whatever this is that is emotionally unfulfilling for you, Libra, and that this might have something to do with family, because the 6 of Cups is here. This is all about childhood memories. But this is also about not wanting to look at trauma childhood memories, like childhood memories that were traumatic. Because the 6 of Cups in the reverse can talk about like a broken childhood from trauma, from a broken home, which causes trauma, right? And so like this can also definitely mean that this has been a long-standing pattern since childhood and is a current issue in the present. This could stem from siblings. It doesn't have to. But someone here makes themselves comfortable in uncomfortable situations, like emotionally uncomfortable situations, and they resist leaving behind people that hurt them, right? So whenever you're like, for example, like say like this person that you need to leave behind, say like this is one of your parents, okay? That's the last thing that you want to do because, right? Because like it could be one of your parents. It could be like a spouse or something that you've been married to for a long time. But if this is someone outside of you, you need to leave this person behind. Whatever, if this is a person, and for a lot of you it's going to be, whatever it is that is causing you emotional dissatisfaction, that you are staying in but you're not walking away from, is a resistance to a change that is trying to come in for you from the universe. Okay? And so changes can't come in from the universe if you don't make room for them. So for example, if this is like a disappointing marriage, right? Somebody doesn't, they just, their heart's not in the marriage. They want to walk away, but they don't. They just stay because they feel obligated to stay because there's a contract, right? So they just don't go anywhere. They know that they need to leave. They know that that's the option that is before them, but they stop themselves every time to make an excuse in the current, because this is happening right now, right? Because this is current energy. And this is like making excuses like, I can't leave because of whatever. I mean, it could be like financial, it could be obligation, it could be manipulation, it could be any or all of those things or anything else. But that's where the resistance is, and that's where the resistance needs to end. And in order to end that, whatever that emotionally unfulfilling thing is, and for many of you it's going to be a relationship or a job, or could even resonate as like a project that that you were invested in, and but now not so much, but you feel kind of obligated to stay and not go anywhere, like whatever. You're gonna have to walk away from it. You're gonna have to leave it. You're gonna have to leave that person behind if it's a person. Like if it's like, and this is going to be a challenging relationship if this is a person, because this is like, you know, someone who's very important to you, someone who has been with you for a long time. You know, like I said, if this is like an option where a parent, or you know, maybe you're married to someone that you've known since childhood, and you're just staying out of obligation. But that can no longer be. Like, you can't hold yourself back from what you know you must do. Because when you do, you're resisting the change that's trying to come in for you. And when you try to resist the changes coming in for you, like the pain and the disruptions and the trauma and stuff, like everything just gets harder than it has to be, because you really have to walk away and completely end it. Let it end. Stop talking to this person if it's a person. If it's a job, just find another job. But you're going to have to create boundaries with this person. Because whatever the reason is that if this is a relationship that you're walking away from. So whatever the reason is that you're no longer emotionally invested in and wanting to be in it. So whatever this is, like, you're just going to have to do it. Or things are the trials of the universe are going to get harder. Because the whole point is for you to walk away, to make room for the new. The new can't come in while the old's still there. And you have to leave the old behind. You have to go into a whole new situations. For some of you, this might involve moving. You might have to move. And this might not be something that you want to do. But for some of you, you might not need to move. I mean, this is just as simple as you establishing boundaries with this person, no longer accepting their calls or their texts or their emails, and, you going to your place, they go to theirs, you live your life, they live theirs, and that's really, what I'm talking about here. So that's going to have to be done in order for the new to come in, the transformation to be complete. Because you can't have a new beginning with an old program, an old timeline, an old environment. Old and the new is not going to be able to coexist together. I hope that makes sense. So let's go ahead and pull an Archangel Michael card for advice for Libra. And I think this, if I remember correctly, Libra reading was you created your own karmic cycle, or whoever you're dealing with is. You have the power to change it too. And this is what's in your power to change. You just got to leave behind something that you were once emotionally invested in, now or no longer, and you just got to leave. Physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, leave. Because that's the only way that you're going to fix the pattern. And I think, so this really just falls in line with the reading. I mean, it's very similar. So you created this pattern for yourself here, Libra, right? This is a current issue, right? Because you've been doing this a long time. You've been resisting endings for a long time. You keep yourself where you don't need to be. You stay too long. Or the other person that you're dealing with. So, food for thought. Nothing is ever going to get better until you stop resisting the transformation. You have to walk away from old situations that are no longer emotionally fulfilling, that are emotionally disappointing, that you're no longer emotionally invested in. Why are you committing to something that your heart is not in? You've been doing this for a long time, so this is a long-standing pattern, right? You chose to do this unconsciously because it worked until it didn't, because this is a coping skill. It doesn't always work, especially after a while. So this is just an example of a poor relationship coping skill that not really poor, but it's no longer useful. It's a really good quality to really stay with someone through the thick and thin, But if you're not emotionally invested in it, and if you're disappointed in it, and if you don't have any emotional satisfaction in it, then there's no reason to stay. So that's how you change. That's how you can change your own patterns. This is a good start, Libra. Spend more time outdoors, because being out in nature, to be, to ground, is extremely important. A lot of people don't even think about how important it might be just to be out in nature. So the more time you can spend out in green spaces where there's grass, where there's trees, or it'd be great. And if you're able to spend time with your feet in the grass, in the sunshine, and for extended period of time, like that could really help with that emotional grounding to be able to do that, because this is someone who doesn't have enough emotional grounding to be able to do the walking away from whatever this emotionally unfulfilling thing is. So this is how you start. Go spend some time outdoors, and just go and like I said, be in your bare feet, but go and be alone so that you can pray, so you can just take some time to clear your mind and to help balance yourself and your emotions and how you feel in the present moment. The prayer for this card is, thank you for motivating me to spend more time outdoors and for helping me relax and enjoy connecting with nature. This is someone who is really, really busy, really stressed out, and they're not spending enough time outside to relax and connect with nature. So that's a good start. So whether that resonates for you or for the person that you're talking to, or who this reading resonates with you about, whoever this is about, you or someone else, that's going to be how you can get to the next level to overcome this karmic pattern that has been a long-standing pattern of behavior for you, Libra. So that's just no shade. There's always work to do. So and that's for everybody all the time. I mean, the work is never done. So that's where you can start. If this reading resonated with you, if they found that information helpful, please hit that like button, drop me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. And I'd like to apologize once again, Libra, for my readings not working. But I fixed it. Got a short little reading here to try to make up for what you didn't hear. And we're just going to move forward. So thank you again, and I'll talk to y'all soon. $38.50 for Sag. 38 minutes, 50 seconds. Sagittarius. So, going to assume that your video probably doesn't work either, and just include you in on this. Hope everybody's doing well. You could have Sagittarius anywhere in your chart for this to resonate. You could be dealing with someone else who has Sagittarius in their chart. Let's find out what Spirit wants us to know, right? We got the Three of Cups in the reverse. We've got the Ten of Swords in the upright, and we've got the Empress in the upright. So this is interesting, Sagittarius. So, Sagittarius, you could be the Empress, perhaps. Maybe you have Taurus or Libra somewhere else in your chart. Maybe you're a mother, maybe you're not. Maybe you're just someone who is very nurturing and compassionate and very emotionally stable and loving and just able to create abundance. Like, this is someone who is extremely high vibrational and just able to make things grow. Love, money, time, attention, etc. So, an Empress is experiencing or is about to experience an ending. It's not going to be a good time here. 3 of Cups in the reverse. This could potentially mean like someone from your inner circle. Someone who you once trusted to like have fun with, to party with, to eat breakfast, lunch, dinner with. Somebody who you once considered a friend or like a cherished family or whatever. It's ended. There's no more fun. It's done. So there's an ending here. It could be an ending by betrayal. It could be very unexpected. So this is a time where Sagittarius, where unexpected things are happening for whatever reason, and I believe it to be astrological. And not only is it astrological, but it's fated and destined. So this is not something to worry about. This is something that's going to pop up in your scope. There is an ending that's going to happen here. The whole point of this is to let it end and just not feed into whatever this is. This could be an actual argument, or this could be someone ghosting you. This could be you ghosting someone else because of whatever, because it doesn't align with you, your vibration, your principles, or align with your ability to stay grounded and abundant here. Because these two energies can't exist in the same area together. So trust the endings. The endings are making way for new beginnings. And yeah, we just had like eclipses and stuff too. So this is like the total time for unexpected endings and unexpected new beginnings. So don't fight it. Just go with it. And it's happening for your greatest and highest good. It may cause some pain emotionally, mentally, but don't let it get you down, because just allow it to end and just be like, well, it wasn't supposed to continue. So I'm just going to move forward in the best way that I know how, which is in peace, right? The Empress is definitely able to be in peace, to be able to be balanced and grounded, to be able to stay abundant, nurturing, and compassionate, and being able to grow those things, to be able to nurture herself and others or children or whoever the way that, they always have. So let the ending fall away. New beginnings are here. Unexpected ending, unexpected new beginning. So, well, I think that's awesome, Sag. If this isn't you, then this is someone around you. If this isn't you, maybe this resonates with your mother, or with someone you know who is a mother, who is, very emotionally abundant, like calm and grounded and just, abundant and nurturing. So this could be happening to someone around you. And if it's happening to someone around you, you can just give them some encouragement. Let it end. Just don't let it affect your peace. So, what is the final advice for Sagittarius? New beginnings and a fresh start. You can't make this up. Don't resist the ending. Don't resist the fresh start, because that's what's in the air. Thank you for bringing new opportunities and offering support, and for helping me release and heal my past. Release and heal my past. This might not even be recent. This might be just an old past energy that you just need to release in order to have the fresh start. So, but for most people, it's just going to be about releasing the old situation and embracing the new start that you're getting. Fill me with trust as I experience these life changes. Yeah. Well, if you're in this energy, that will be very easy for you, or whoever this is about. But maybe they might need a little bit of encouragement, because this might take them for a loop. This might sting a little bit. Don't resist the start. Fresh starts are here. I'm so excited, Saggies. Maybe you have Libra or Taurus somewhere in your chart, or they do. Or maybe this is just about the archetype alone. Thank you all so much for being with me for the reading and supporting my channel and all the ways that y'all do. And I just want to apologize one more time for your video most likely probably not turning out very well. So just a short little video to try to make up for that. I'm just going to move forward after this. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and close this reading out for you, Saggies. Thanks again, and I'll talk to y'all soon. $47.20 for Scorpio. So I'm going to also assume that your video is messed up, Scorpio. So I'm just going to do a quick little reading for you here, just like I did all the way back to Cancer, because I don't know what happened to my setup, but it went wonky and I didn't know, and I wasn't able to get it fixed until today, and now I'm here. So just giving you a little bit of an energy read, and then I'm just going to move into future content after this video. So I appreciate everybody's patience throughout my technical difficulties. I believe that we're going to get through this. So Scorpio, what is the most important messages that Scorpio needs to know? We've got the Six of Pentacles reversed. We've got the Ace of Cups reversed. And we've got the Queen of Wands in the upright. All right, so just like Sagittarius, like there's two dichotomous energies. Like this is one energy, this is another. These two energies cannot exist together. So this is two different people, or this is two different people, because there's no way that this is a person in conflict, because if this is a person in conflict, this Queen would be in the reverse. Okay, so now we've got that out of the way. Let's talk about what the Six of Pentacles, the reverse, is. The Six of Pentacles in the reverse is unequal give and take in relationships. There's one person giving and one person taking, and it's not balanced. Relationships need to be reciprocal. A fairly give and receive exchange with other people. The Six of Pentacles is also about charity and giving and kindness and enjoying the feeling of giving. But whenever it's in the reverse, there's no enjoyment of the feeling of giving. So there's no giving. And if there is giving, there's like stuff attached to it, right? And then we've got the Ace of Cups here in the reverse, which reinforces this. So whenever you have an unbalanced and an unreciprocal relationship, it is because there is an issue with self-love, self-compassion, and there is a huge issue. This is love with conditions. I love you, but only when you're giving to me. That's not love. It's warped, it's distorted, it's manipulation, right? But so the Ace of Cups in the reverse, this is all about obligations, requirements. I love you if you do what's expected of you. And what is that? What's expected of you is to give and give and give and give and give. Who are you? You're the Queen of Wands. Why are you expected to give and give and give and give and give and give without any kind of reciprocation? It's not about the greed of getting something in return. It's not about that. And maybe someone has a problem with that. Maybe someone thinks that if they give, then they are obligated to get something back. Okay, so you're not obligated to get it back. But in order for energy to flow back and forth nicely, there has to be a flow. There's no flow with someone who always has their hand out, because someone's always going to end up depleted from it. The person giving and not receiving. Because we can't take care of anyone else. We can't give to anyone else if we're not also giving to ourselves. You can't forget you. Right? So, you really have to take the time to really make sure that your relationships are giving back to you, because if they're not giving back to you, then it's causing like undue burden on you, right? And you're running out of energy. You're getting sick. And your mental health isn't doing well. Your emotions are unbalanced. You're reacting and not responding, right? Those are not things that they don't work in a flow. Because there is no flow to it. This is actually like a relational issue that keeps people stuck in relationships that are based on performance, based on expectation of a service being provided, something being given, something being done in exchange for something else. Like, this is extreme codependent behavior here. It's very unconscious behavior. So, like I was saying, like, whenever you're giving, okay, give, effort, you're burning out, okay? The other person is taking. They're not appreciating it. They're expecting it. They're demanding it. And they feel like they're entitled to it. That's not That is exactly this energy. Okay? So, in order to become the Queen of Wands, you can't have relationships that are based on what you can get out of them. But yeah, if you have that intention in your heart, and if you're giving and then you're expecting something to be giving back to you, that's the wrong thing. You're supposed to be giving because you enjoy giving, just for the sake of giving. But when someone's just taking, they're just using you. They're taking advantage of you. They're not pouring back into you. They're just expecting more of you. So why are you putting up with someone like that? So it's all about having the right intention. What's the right intention? The right intention is to give with joy in your heart. You lose joy in your heart when you're giving and your gifts and what you're doing isn't appreciated. Especially whenever what you're doing or what you're giving is obligated. And that the love only exists if you do all of this giving. That's a relationship that needs to end. Any relationships that are like that, all of them need to end. Whether you are walking away from the person and ending the relationship, or you and the other person are actively working to change that dynamic, and both of you are on board and actively working together to be the best versions of yourself, to behave opposite the ways that you be used to. The Queen of Wands is someone who is bold, who has confidence, who works hard, who is passionate and go-getting and all of this. The Queen of Wands is very attractive, right? But you can't spend all that time doing. You're just going to burn yourself out. So relationships need to be ended or changed that are conditional, and that one person is giving too much and the other person is taking too much. The relationships need to be reciprocal. The relationship needs to be unconditional. I love you no matter what you do, instead of I love you but only if you do or give me what I want or expect from you. So, let me go ahead and pull an advice card to close out this reading here for you, Scorpio. So, just stand up for yourself. You're the Queen of Wands, Scorpio. You've got the confidence. So just be like, well, I'm not going to overdo it. I'm not going to give and overgive. I'm not going to continue to be in relationships that the love is conditional. There's better uses of mine and your time as a Queen of Wands. Better uses of our time and energy as a Queen of Wands. To give to people who appreciate you, people who give back to you. Say, hey, thank you for all of that. And they do things in return to show that they are appreciative of it, that they are indeed thankful. Beware of the taker who always has their hand out, but it's never enough. Beware of the taker who always has their hand out and they love you until, you know, you can't give to them, and then they don't love you anymore. They don't have a use for you. They don't treat you well. So, what is the final advice for Scorpio and her cross watchers? You're on the right path. Archangel Michael, I call upon you now. Thank you for giving me loud and clear guidance that I easily understand. Thank you for motivating me and filling me with the courage and confidence to make healthful life changes. Yeah. So, you're on the right path. The Holy Spirit is going to fill you with courage and confidence to make the healthful life changes that you need to get away from conditional love and unbalanced and unreciprocal relationships. So that is what I have for y'all, Scorpios, and the rest of y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here with me today, and thank you for your patience, as you know, I had the technical difficulty, and yeah, this little something. I'm going to just get started with my regular programming from now on. So if this reading resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment. Thanks again for everything. I appreciate y'all so very much. I'll leave the timestamps in the description box below as well, so you don't have to listen to the whole entire video for your makeup reading. So thanks again, and I'll talk to y'all soon.